Well, I am so excited you guys are here. I am recording it. That way I can hopefully save it and upload it for everyone else. I am reading an amazing book, and I wanted to talk about something that's in it because I think it will go along with also the rest of this month and the amazing opportunity that we have to grow our Cincy team. When I'm looking in the back office at the numbers, I see so many leaders that when I look at their growth from year over year, those that have been with us for a while, it's actually pretty amazing. Some of the people that were in it last year, a year ago, saying, I really want to be a leader. I really want to be a director. I really want to do this, do that. And they had like one or two people. Like here they are a year later, 16 or more people. So if you're that person and you're thinking, man, I really want to grow something with this business, I really want to do it, just keep in mind, you see all these people that are like really aiming for big promotions or whatever. Those big promotions are no more special than a certified consultant promotion, a lead consultant promotion. All of our promotions are just as exciting. And as I was talking to one girl today, we talked about taking each stepping stone and enjoying the journey of every single stepping stone that there is. So that is something that as you're watching people, be excited for them and be proud of them and know that that can be you as well. So
because you can't get to director without getting to certified first.
Right. And we have all started at the very, very same spot. I was talking with a gal recently and she was a little discouraged seeing all these people getting really good promotions or doing this. And she's like, but she was newer. And I'm like, you know what? We all started there and we have all felt those things. So keep in mind that we all started the same place. And like Sabrina said, we have to hit each of those places to get where we want to be. So enjoying the journey along the way is very important. So as I said, I'm reading this book. And we've always talked about figuring out your why for Cincy. And if you haven't heard that, maybe we haven't talked about it all recently, but this book really broke it down. And I wanted to just talk about your why, because your why is going to determine what you do with this business. I highlighted a few things and I wanted to share them with you. One of the things, and we've talked about, I've said this to a few people before, but if you cannot see it, smell it, taste it, if your why does not move deep inside of you, then it's not going to keep you committed. We see it time and time and time. People come in with this reason they want to do Cincy, and it doesn't keep them committed. They join another company, or they decide it's too hard because it's not easy. This is not easy. Oh, where'd she say? Oh, this person is like, it's like Sabrina wrote it. She's kind of mean. Like she just lays it out there, like no sugarcoating. Like, because I would be sugarcoating stuff, right? Because that's who I am. But Sabrina would not sugarcoat it, and this lady does not either. She was saying, where's it at? She was talking about how this is not, it's not easy. Because we do have to work it. Just like any other job, those of you that work outside the home, in order to get a paycheck, you have to work it. This is my thing. So I remember though, when I worked outside the home, that in order to have that job, like I had to meet all the criteria that I was supposed to do for that school, for the testing, for all that stuff. So it's the same thing as a real job, except you're working. It's easier to say, I'm going to put this off. I'm going to put this off. I'm going to put this off. So she says, no, this business is not easy, but it's simple. It's laughably simple. All we have to do is share our business and our products. And it made me think about the post Meredith wrote yesterday. And my computer's a little spazzy because I kept trying to go back and comment on that, and I didn't. But about how Meredith shared yesterday, all we have to do is share our love for our products and get our customers excited, and they're sharing it because you see people, and one of the best examples you gave was about the LuLaRoe. You see people just talking about that LuLaRoe and how soft it is and how amazing it is. Why are people not talking about Cincy the same way? Why are your customers not sharing that with all their people? Why are your customers, friends, and family not falling in love with Cincy? And as a consultant, as business owners, we need to be talking our products up just like any other company is. So that's something that made me think about that. This book goes on to say, and then I'm going to go back to the why, that people that you talk to about your business fall into 3 different buckets. It's either the bucket that they really love our products and they're going to reorder for us. And those people that love our products, and you can count on them every time, you're like just $25 below your challenge, or they're going to order from you every 3-4 weeks or whatever. The people that are faithful to you, they are your walking, talking billboards, and they end up referring you to people. They may host parties for you. Then you've got the other people that decide they want to join you. And that's what I'm not anywhere near this book finished with it yet, but it talks about how we need to create systems so when people join, they're able to go through these systems. And I mean, Cincy has that all set up, and we have it on Team Be Brave, ways to help people just take off and get going. But these are the people that talk and they join your team. And then there's people that are not interested at all. And all you can do for them is just ask them, just refer me, right? So when it was talking about our why, sometimes when I first joined Cincy, my why, when I decided I want to work this as a business, my why was to be able to stay home with my children because I did not want to go back into the classroom. And that why pushed me until, my business was going great. And I think it was just 7 months in. It was before I hit director. And I just started panicking that August thinking, oh my gosh, my son could go to preschool here in Florida for free. My husband had been against me homeschooling because he was homeschooled his whole life. And I was very fearful that Nate was going to make me go back to work outside the home. And I remember having a conversation with him about, we need to decide what to do for Noah for kindergarten. Maybe it was the next year. I don't know. And he just said, why would I make you go back outside and work outside the home again? Like, you're doing great with Cincy. And that to me was, I cried. I'm like, oh my gosh, here I am feeling like I have to homeschool my child because I don't want him to make me leave the home and work. But in return, it freed up that feeling where I can homeschool my children because I want to. So at that point, my why changed because no longer do I have to work so hard to be able to stay home and homeschool my kids because that's what I do. And that's the thing about as you grow in your Cincy business, and you can ask anybody who's been part of this business for any amount of time, how your why changes. It changes over time. Sabrina, what is your why? You have a good why. What was your why when you first started compared to now?
So my why when I first started was just I suddenly had a car payment that I hadn't had before, so I wanted to find something to make that car payment. And now my why is because I want to eventually quit my full-time jobs. So it's all about the money.
She'll probably never quit though, right? Because she can't say no. That's really funny you can't say no because you're kind of hardcore.
I am.
Weird. But the book talks about how you need a bulletproof why to get you through the tough times. Because in this business, we're going to have the ups and downs. Sometimes it's going amazing. We're on a high. And many of us, hey, Jen, are on a high right now because there's so many people that are like really pushing it to the end. What do we call it? Rally. We're rallying around them, right? But there are times in our business where we're just kind of tired. We worked so hard last month. Maybe our goal, whatever our goal was, maybe it was 500 or 2,000, or maybe we just wanted that one team member, and we worked our tails off. And so we closed it out. It was a great month. And then you start the next month, and then you're tired, and you just want to break. And your why has to be so important. Let me change that up. Your why has to be important enough to push you through those hard times and the good times. So it has to be bulletproof. And the one thing I took from this book that was like so eye-opening was my why has to be about me. I can't make my why about my husband or about my children because I'm not gonna push for it near as much if it's not about me. And she says, as women, we are programmed to do everything for other people. But I promise you building this business for others is not enough. It's not going to work. And that was so eye-opening. And she said, and I probably passed it up somewhere, but she says, it's okay to be selfish about what you want. So after this call, I want you guys to really think about what is your why for Cincy. And it's okay to be selfish. Just like Sabrina said, it's all about the money. Like, it's about the money. Maybe not all, but it's about the money. Like, some people join Scentsy because they want free and half off products. Many
That's
people,
true. I do love you guys, so don't take that away.
we love you too. Many people join Scentsy because they need the money or they want the money. My why has changed so much now where my why in my head, I see our future, even though it's 7 years from now. But our why is to just keep putting away money to be debt free and set, like, we're debt free now, but like for the most part, but to be debt free and build the home we want in Texas completely debt free. That is our goal. And so that is what pushes me so hard with Cincy. And at that time, that when Nate retires from the military, that he doesn't have to leave. And when I was thinking about this book and how she's saying your why needs to be about you, it can't push you if it's about somebody else, I'm thinking, well, it kind of does push me because I want Nate to be able to stay home. But it kind of selfishly, it's kind of selfish too, because when Nate stays home in 7 years, he's going to take over some of that homeschool stuff, and he's going to be able to take some of that away from me so I can work my business better. Well, that's the vision we have, right? So that is what pushes me with Cincy. So when you think about your why, it has to really be something for you and about you. It can't be because if you're really trying to grow a real business, because that is what's going to push you. She says, let's see, when I was reading about the why in this book, she was talking about when your why is so focused in and when it's so passionate and you can view it, vision it, and it's so deep and it's what you really, really want, then like I said, that's what's going to keep you going when you're ready to just take a break. That's going to keep you going when your PRV is not where you want it to be. That's going to keep you going when you feel like you're getting no's after no's after no's after no's. She said our whys, this is what I said a little bit ago, evolve along with our businesses. And the key to consistent growth and not stalling out is to continually check in with you and your priorities. So you have to be checking in with yourself. I don't know how often you need to do it, but when you realize, wow, like Sabrina, wow, I can pay my van payment with Cincy. Well, it's doing it now. So what's my vision now? What's my purpose for Cincy now? For me, when I realized, wow, my husband's not going to make me go back to work now. I can actually stay home. Well, I needed a new why to push me because I couldn't quit then, because then he would make me leave and go back to work. And at this point where I'm at in my life, my why is so big because we chose not to renew my teaching license. So to me, I'm not going back to the classroom. So I have to keep pushing. And it goes back to, like Sabrina said, kind of about money. And I just loved how she put in this book that it's okay to be selfish about your why. So so many times we talk about, well, I want to be able to do this or give to this person or do that. But in deep, 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 what is your reason for wanting to grow a business with Cincy? And she says, one of the biggest reasons many people cannot find their why, the one that will make them get uncomfortable, stretch and grow and consistently show up, is because they don't dig deep enough. She says it's like peeling an onion. You really have to peel away to what is that thing at the core that's pushing you with your business. Because if your why is powerful enough, you're not going to stop dreaming and you're not going to stop working. So I am just so in love with this book. And today, when I was reading all about the why, I was just highlighting because I'm like, I talk about whys a lot. When someone joins, I'm like, well, what's your reason? But when someone joins from day one, even in their first 30 days, that why can drastically change when they can see the vision of Cincy. Or, for example, even Sabrina, again, she has a new team member, had a launch party last night. At her launch party, the new team member signs on a new team member. Guarantee you that girl's why is going to change over the course of the month because all of a sudden she already has a team member. And if you have had someone join your team, you know that it changes. It totally changes when someone else joins your team because you want it for them as much as you want it for yourself. So the reason I want to talk about why tonight is because I really want you guys to think about what is your reason for this business? What is it that's pushing you to go to town or talk to that person? Or what is it why is it holding you back from, for example, I am the worst about talking to people I don't know about, walking up and giving them a sample. I just can't, it's just not me. So I'm at the car dealership for 2 hours today. Do you know how many people that were near me and around me that I just I could have had new customers, and I thought it the whole time I'm sitting there. But it's hard for me, and that's so outside of my comfort zone. But that's when I should be doing that thing, right? So with our why, I wanted to like kind of turn that into recruiting, because this month is such an amazing month. I think we have said that every single month this year, January, February, March. I am pretty sure, like 99.9% sure, there is not going to be a join special next month. So those of you that are like, I don't know if anyone's newer. Yeah, we have some newer people. Those of you that are newer and you're like, there's a join special every month. I promise there's not. There's not normally, we don't normally have anything besides warmer and scent of the month. We might have a Mother's Day special come up. You really just don't know. So, but as far as join specials, there will not be one next month. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't expect it. At all. So I really want to encourage you guys to think outside the box, think outside of your zip code on who could possibly join your team this month and benefit from the extra money. Maybe they just love Scentsy, so they can get that free kit. Because many times when people join and they hit that shooting star, and then they go on and hit 1,000 for certified, they stick around a whole lot longer. It's statistically proven with Scentsy. And that's something I was looking at today. This is kind of off on a tangent, but if you're a leader in here and you have people on your team, it is so important that you help these people get certified ASAP. That is just, gosh, what year was it? Let me think. We were just in New York. So not this year, but last year when I went to, where did I go? Oh, we went on the cruise in January for leadership. What year was that? What year's in 2016? So the year of 2015, although our team was a small team, they recognized those of you that are around, you may remember we were talking about, but they recognized our team. And one of the reasons was we had one of the highest percentages of all of Scentsy of people that hit shooting star and certified within 30 days. Because it's so important. But when I was looking back today, I was just looking at numbers. I'm thinking there's so many people that are not certifying. And we all know people join and they decide, yeah, I don't want to do this, or they join just for the kit or whatever. But if you have someone joining your team, if they want to work this business, your priority as a leader needs to be shooting star and then 1,000. And just because it really gets them going strong, especially now with the sensational start. So I really want to challenge you guys tonight, 2 things. I want you to dig deep and think of your why. And then I want you to go on the team page and share it, because she even said in the book, you don't want to be quiet about it. You want to share with your sponsor. You want to share with your team. You want to share with anyone. What is the real reason you sell Scentsy? And it's okay to be selfish, because that's what's going to push us. It's going to push us when our why is about us and not about, I don't know. My why, I think, has always been about me. That makes me feel bad, I guess. Like, I'm not really a selfish person, but it's always been because I don't want to.
So selfish.
I know, I'm so selfish. I don't want to work outside the home. And now, it still pushes me, because if I quit doing what I'm doing today and we were not bringing in Scentsy income, I would have to go back to teaching. Like, I would be able to just stay here and do nothing, So I want you guys to really think about it and dig deep into your why, and then just post it on the team page. My why for selling Scentsy is blah, blah, blah. You're going to see more people that aren't even on this call. They're going to start picking it up, and they're going to make a post as well, because, well, we have a great team. We're a bunch of followers with each other on our team page. We like to post the same things like that. So you want to think about that. And then I want you to really start thinking about people that you maybe have not offered the opportunity to. These are the people, if you're new and you have a whole list of people, you've got a whole list of people. That's amazing. If you're not, I want you to think about the people that you are very hesitant to offer the opportunity to. I cannot remember who I was talking to the other day, and it may be someone that's on here, but I feel like it was someone that was at my house. Or maybe it was Meredith. I don't know. Maybe someone I saw person to person. They were saying, well, I was thinking about so-and-so, but she's a nurse, and I just don't think she'd be interested. I'm like, no, you need to go for the nurse, because there's one of the girls that promoted a year ago to superstar director, the very top. She is an RN. She still has her. Oh, that was you, Megan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw your face. I was like, that was you. She hit it, and she still has her nurse job because she loves it. And many times people keep their jobs because of insurance purposes, but she's a superstar director because she wanted it. There are doctors that take on this kind of job for the right tax write-offs. Think about the people that have scared you. If recruiting is something you're wanting to do, think about the people that scare you to contact and just send them a message. There is no harm in someone telling you no. No harm. And at the end of the day, you're planting seeds. About 20 minutes of me talking. Look at me. I did it. That's what I've got. Yeah, you can recruit a patient's family member, or not you, the nurse. See, if the nurse joins, she can just casually talk about it when she comes in, and she can recruit. But I'm going to open it up now and let you guys share anything. Anybody want to talk? Ask questions? Anything you want to say, add, take away, share your why, or just stare at me? Go ahead,
Selena,
Jessica.
are you still here?
Oh, Sabrina.
Sorry. Hello.
Hi, Selena.
Do you know how to unmute yourself?
I don't think she's muted. Oh, she's not muted.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I was gonna, ask her about her launch party last night, but that's okay.
Can she hear us? Selena, can you hear us? Here we go with a no. Jessica, what do you want to share with us?
Okay. Why do you always put me on the spot? I mean, I guess that's crazy.
You always want to share.
I always want to share, of course. I'm like out here in the dark, and I'm like scared that I'm going to get attacked by something. I'm not even playing. Okay. I know you see me post, or some of y'all see me that I'm trying to hit my 5-year goal. And I'm very, very close. And kept going, so
We can't hear you.
Why can you not hear me?
Oh, I can hear you say that.
Should I yell?
Hey, we can hear that well.
Okay, I'm going to get my car so you don't hear, or can you hear me now? Is that better? Okay, I'll just like yell. That's what I'll do. Or staring at me. Oh, well. So anyways, yes, I'm going to hit my 500 goal. Over my 500 goal, so I'm like really excited about that. So you were talking about the why. You always make me think, and you know my original why. It's because of the kids. I have 6 kids. I love them dearly most days. No, I love them. Just some days I really don't like them. But you talk about being selfish. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say this, but I guess I was going to be selfish about it. I want to have enough money to move from where we are. I'm staying in Texas. I'm not going out of state or nothing, but I want a farm. I know that sounds like insane, but I hate walking out my front door and somebody being right there. It drives me crazy. And it's like, well, what are you doing? Where are you going? I'm like, oh my God, let me give you my agenda real quick. And they know me. I mean, every morning I'm hitting the road. You know, whatever it has to do with Cincy, I'm hitting the road. And so I was talking with him, my guy, man, dude that I'm with, whatever. Anyhow, I was talking with him. I don't know what to freaking call him. Okay, my better half? No, I'm the better half. Anyways, I was talking with him, and I said, I feel trapped. I said, my life, I've either read or done something like that, and you're kind of at the leisure of the landlord, so to speak. And, girl, you're just dressing. Cassie, you're stripping. Okay, good.
No, I put this on when I was cooking earlier, and everyone could see my butt walking back and forth, and I didn't want everyone to see my butt. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're good. So anyways, I guess that would be my new why, is I'm, as corny as it sounds, I want that stupid white picket fence. I want some land, and I want the freedom. I want to own it, and I don't, kind of like you, I don't want to be in debt over it. So we talked about this, I guess it was last month when I had a rockin' month, And he was like, well, why don't we start putting this money aside? And I said, okay, why? And he's like, well, you're talking about feeling trapped. I feel trapped. We don't like where we're at. We're not happy with it. And he said, why don't we do that and start putting money back and find our own land and have a house, build a house? I don't know, a trailer, a shack. I don't care. I just want some land to where if I want to walk out on my porch butt naked, I can. I mean, with the kids gone, of course, but so that's my new why is I want to buy my own place. I want a picket fence and I want to farm and I want to go. So.
Hey, that's not weird because that's kind of like our same vision, except we already have property. We just,
Oh, God, I didn't know you had property.
That's at the Shaw location. It's deeded to us. We're taking the free property. We're smart.
See, and so, yeah, I mean, I kind of share y'all's same vision. I really do. And, I mean, originally it was like the kids. And honest to God, it was being able to put my girls in gymnastics. And so now they're in gymnastics, they're in all around, they're in tumble, and they're in PT. 4 different things, 5 nights a week. And I've got these parents up here going, how can you afford this? I'm like, oh, Cincy, I need to talk to you, And so I'm constantly pushing it. I've had people this week that have messaged me where I'm going through my friends list, that I haven't talked to. God bless. It was, why can't I ever remember her name? The girl that sings. You know who I'm talking about? I can't think of her name. I don't even know. Anyways, she was talking about, I don't know, really, but I'll figure it out and I'll message you later. But so I go through there to people who I haven't talked to in a while, and I comment on their post. I chose 5 a day. And then I had somebody message me, and it was I was like, okay. But she's like, I've been watching you. And I was like, okay. I was like, cool. Or should I be scared or what? And she's like, no, I've been watching you rock your business, and I want to get with you next month. And I was like, why are you waiting until next month? And she's like, well, the time's just not right. And I said, the time is now. I said, you just got to jump. So I have a potential recruiting 4 people this month. So this has just happened, just boom, 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 boom. And including the one that's broke in the house. So I'm scared about that, y'all.
Yeah,
for real.
Stay away from that one.
That one, I'm like, kind of, I'm getting messages, and I'm like, I don't know that I want this.
Did you lose her? Lost you. Thanks for sharing, Jess. Sorry, we lost you.
Yeah,
Who else wants
No, you're good.
Oh, sorry, Jess. Sorry.
No, it's the Zoom. It wanted me to shut up. It put me on mute. It doesn't like me. That's
Maybe
horrible. But so why has changed, and I will be selfish, and I want to farm, and I want a tire swing, and I want all that good stuff. So that's my new.
I think I muted you. I'm sorry. I'm playing with this, and I just thought I can mute y'all like that. Okay.
Cassie was tired of hearing you talk.
No. I just thought the button I could do it. Don't judge me. At least I just was honest about it. I could have been a liar and said, you're right. Did it. Selena, did you want to share about your launch party last night? Sabrina said you did.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yay. Can you see me? It's my first time on here, so I don't know if I'm doing anything right or wrong.
You need to click on stop video.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
Start video.
Okay.
Stop video?
Start video.
I'm starting.
You're there.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I just got out of the shower. I've had a crazy day. I signed up with Sabrina. Sabrina, was it 2 Sundays ago?
She says yes.
Okay. So, last night was my launch party, but the night prior, I had some air conditioning issues in my house here in Florida. I texted Sabrina, and I was like, oh Lord, we have a problem. I have no air conditioning. She's like, we'll get through it. Don't worry about it. So I had some of my local girls that have bought Scentsy before, and then some new ones that have never, they've heard about it, but they've never been to a party. And they came. I had one girl who's been kind of a friend, like I've met her through here, who was talking to Sabrina as far as, as first when she came in, I wanted Sabrina to be here as far as support and nerves and whatever. And she ended up signing up last night. And then we had another potential girl who I think she's going to do it. We're actually doing dinner tomorrow because of my air conditioning issues. But I think they're as excited as I am. And I think Sabrina's been amazing support and help as far as I think I text her every other day with silly things and questions. But I had a small launch. But prior to announcing and things, I hit my goal and got the shooting star within 6 days prior to even having my launch party in my home.
Oh, sorry, I'm not muted. I'm laughing at Casey because Casey's like, say what?
Can you hear me? I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Oh, we hear you.
No, my say what is not that it wasn't doable.
No.
It's that you say you have a little launch and you hit shooting star in 6 days. Please, honey. Great job.
I know. Thank you.
Star before your launch. That's amazing.
I did. And today I went and delivered the ones that ordered prior to my launch. And one of my customers works at a senior living center. And the receptionist, when I walked in, was actually a lady that I used to work with